I'm a boat builder from the Cotswolds in the UK, and I'm currently building a boat called Temptress, designed by Michelle Berrier and kitted by myself to be built utilising the latest in CAD design, CNC cutting and modern epoxy wood construction. In previous videos I've laminated the two big stringers that run all the way through the boat from the transom to frame 2, that ties all of those frames together, forms two huge strong structural beams that run through the boat, and they also form the engine beds that the engine will mount to in the aft end. These need a little bit of extra reinforcement on them, and that runs from frame 9, which is the main engine bulkhead, back to the transom. They have a 12mm plywood capping that goes on either side of these, and that just ties all those laminations together, gives a huge amount of dimensional stability and structural strength to the beams as well. I've decided to cap the top of these with a solid timber, just so that I can round that off and give a nice edge to it, and also to close off that end grain of the plywood as well. So I'm going to be doing that in this video. I did hope to get the stringers into the boat, but I've not had a great deal of time on it this past couple of weeks, so this is as far as I've got, but I've got some really nice footage for you guys showing how I did all of this process. So I'm not going to talk any further over the video, I'm just going to let the footage speak for itself. So hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, so that's annoying. That's frame 10, which is supposed to look like that. I was supposed to leave the internal face of frame 10 closed off, which I haven't done. The reason for that is that frame 10 actually gets cut off here in line with the stringer, and this section in the middle here gets removed once the bottom of the boat is planked, and the reason for that is that this is a clearance area for the kind of sump and V-drive for the engine to give us a bit more room. So frame 10 actually goes further down the line. When Andrew was here, he had a really great suggestion to leave the stringer gussets closed off on frame 10 so that you wouldn't see that end grain once it's cut off afterwards. And I did it right on the first one, forgot the second one until I was halfway through, but there we are. They'll have to both be cut through now. We'll just have to live with some end grain sticking out on frame 10. Never mind. So there's a look at the completed stringers. You can see that top edge there. It's really nice. We've got that solid timber capping that just rolls around into the plywood sides. Nice contrast between that larch there. I'm really pleased with that. And you can see the makeup of it there in the cross section. This, yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm doing about that. I'm going to think about it for a little bit longer. I could actually come down to the next joint, which is here, which is going to land under an engine bearer, so you won't actually see that line even. I could actually mill all this section off and replace it for this one, of course. Right now, I'm just going to take a bit of time to get over my mistake and think about what I want to do. I've rounded off these edges along here forward, because when they sit in the bulkheads they're going to be on a little radius within the bulkheads, and it just gives a nice soft top face to them as well. They're looking really nice, so I'm really pleased with those. They are big beasts for sure, and getting them into there is going to be a fun challenge on my own. I've got to actually turn them around in the shop first, so that's going to be a big challenge too, but they'll probably go outside. So there we go, two nicely capped stringers, notched and ready to go into the boat. So that's the stringers all ready to go into the boat, capped on either side, rounded off on the top. Really pleased with how they look, and it's really nice to see these kind of sharp contrast between the larch that we've got going on here and the utility that's capping the outsides of them. We're going to have that all the way through the boat, so all the topside battens are going to be larch. Obviously the stringers are larch. I'm probably going to plank the boat in cedar as well, so we're going to have some really nice contrast internally with the boat, and when we start to do the finishing, that's going to look really nice. I'm really looking forward to that. We're not far off of that. Epoxy coating is going to be probably the next thing after I've got these stringers dropped in, which will be the aim of the next video. So unfortunately didn't get them in now, but they're ready to go now, so I'll get them in on the next video. Hope you've enjoyed watching this one. Slightly different edit this time, but I hope you guys just enjoy the natural sounds of the workshop. It's a little bit easier for me to put the video together as well. So there we go. Really appreciate you sticking around to the end, and massive thank you to the patrons that are pledging some extra monthly amounts just to help me push this project forward, because I'm trying to self-fund it and that is quite a difficult undertaking. So really appreciate you guys, and it's great to see some new people on there as well recently. So thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one where we'll get these beasts installed. Cheers guys.